Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. Tonight we have round one, Heroic Division, Season 13 playoffs, Caffeinated Knights versus Vendetta. I'm joined by the illustrious LewdPanda99,
People's champion.
who's known for many things, mostly illegal. But I want to talk about kind of the standings, kind of where we're at. So looking at kind of the bracket, so far, Bronze 6 and Degen M has played their first round. Tonight, we have Calf Knights going up against Vendetta. And then tomorrow, we have Team Happy Cloud versus Imagine. So we're going to have kind of a good idea of what the semis are going to look like after tomorrow. But we have our 2 seed going up against the 8 seed. Now, not to say that Vendetta is a bad team. But they're gonna have a harder climb because Vendetta, our 2 seed versus our 7 seed. So they're gonna have a little harder time because I believe Vendetta did beat them in the normal round of playoffs. Looking at kind of the map bans that just occurred, Caffeinated Knights with the choice to go map pick or first pick opted for map pick, with Vendetta banning out Battlefield of Eternity and Towers of Doom, and the Calf Knights banning out Dragonshire and Infernal Shrines. With them opting to take us to Cursed Hollow, which is sort of an off-meta map. Most teams, it's never really banned, but it's not picked too often. So I'm going to assume they have some sort of plan in mind by taking us to this. Looks like we have all the members in the lobby ready to go. But Panda, Cursed Hollow, what do you like about this map?
Absolutely nothing, Danny. I think it's a trash map.
It's a trash map. I'd agree with you. I would agree with you.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see if globals get prioritized or just some kind of split push and kind of ignoring the objectives. Because it takes a while to get that objective up and running, right?
What do you mean by a while?
You got to get 3.
You need to get 3, yeah. You get 3, but this is one of those maps where if you get the boss with the objective, this game can end in 7 minutes. It can go pretty quick.
It can, but you can. You can also start pushing down structures and take. You can get 2 forts down before the other team ever sniffs a curse.
Correct. So it'll be interesting to see kind of if there is any shenanigans going on in this map, like we see a Lost Vikings pop up, or if we see something like the Morales Juice Pirates coming up. I don't think it happens here because this is the playoff where if you lose, you go home. Season's done. But Panda, you might see those things happen in like Div B, maybe even Div A. But Heroic, these players are probably gonna look for that sort of thing.
The air must be nice up there, Danny.
Air must be. It's not. No, the Heroic players tend to be a little more conservative with making like meme picks, and I think the Morales Juice Pirates is a little meme.
Because you have said that,
yeah,
I predict that Lost Vikings will get banned or
you
picked.
Predict Cho'Gall Lost Vikings?
No Cho'Gall, just Lost Vikings. I think there's going to be a Lost. Somebody's going to ban it.
I don't think Lost Vikings is a meme pick. I think it's a smart pick. If you get a good 4-man bot or top or whatever we want to push, and then let Lost Vikings just do their thing, could be good. We are getting readies from Vendetta, waiting for Caffeinated Knights, who tends to take a while to give us a thumbs up to start the draft for whatever reason.
Wait. Who is this Love Dart person, and why are they streaming their when they have UCast?
For continuity reasons, to show off how often Arc gets yelled at in game. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I have seen some of those videos, and they're very entertaining.
Yes, they are very entertaining. But waiting for thumbs up for Calf Knights, and we will jump into this draft. I'm sure they're going over every possibility of what if this is picked or banned and what we're going to go for. But knowing the hero pool for both these teams, I gotta guess that we should see a Dahaka ban because Arc does play a lot of Dahaka. Plus, he's really good at this map. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Vikings pop up here. And then noted Kel'Thuzad Felipe is in the lobby. So I don't know. I don't think this is a good Kel'Thuzad map. But if they have a sustained fight bottom lane or on one of these cursed targets, we should see some KTZ hijinks if that's an option. And then on the side of Vendetta, we've got 5 really good players. Geozaris, I believe that's how you say his name, plays a really strong Ana, plays a really good Lucio, just a really good healer overall. And then SCH plays a really good DPS. We are getting some thumbs up. Let these guys know that I'm ready. And I will take us into the draft screen in a second. As soon as they tell us.
Danny?
Yeah.
I know you said, it's a 2 versus a 7 and it's kind of an uphill climb. But I've got to remind you something. This Vendetta team beat a 3 seed called Bronze 6.
They did beat Bronze 6. They Bronze 6 threw that game, and I won't talk about what happened. But
maybe we'll get into that more.
We'll get into
see
that.
If we can heal. See if we can heal the wound.
The wound is closed. I think we're good. The wound is good.
Didn't sound like it.
Yeah.
All right.
Well.
So Danny, here's the thing: if somebody's gonna go Vikings, I think they got to do it before the last ban phase, right? Because you can't put all your eggs in one basket and expect that to be up.
If they go Vikings too early, then there's too many heroes to counter that. Zalgo Jack, I believe, is like level 200 Diva, or something, some crazy level of Diva. He has like 2,000 plus games played on that hero, so not too surprised to see the Diva ban coming out.
So basically, you're saying a level 200 of kind of a cruddy character.
He played Diva when Diva was a bad hero, but no, he plays a really strong Diva. Like if you don't ban it out, then they have a good possibility. There goes the Dahaka ban. Here's to see if we see a Junkrat being taken out here. Junkrat in this map, not too fun. We do see Falstad. Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
20 Gust is pretty busted.
And there's a Junkrat. So making the ability to stall out that objective that much easier. Ark's going to grab the Blaze.
Danny, do you think he hides in bunker when he gets yelled at?
I've seen that video. I have seen that video. And the answer is yes. Oh, man.
I mean, hey, when you're going to get flamed by your own team, play the character Flames.
And we do see the Brightwing being picked up. So, yeah.
Right here, Lost Vikings. Do it.
The Crusade calls.
Jojo.
Disappointed.
So we've got a global on the side of Vendetta. Junkrat, good hero. Geozaris looks like Geo's going to tank tonight with Danielson playing the healer. It's interesting. And let's see what these next bans are going to look like. What off lane, what DPS is going to be taken off the board. Will be a Hanzo ban. A lot of good geometry targets here on Cursed Hollow. I would venture to guess we see a new Barak being banned out here.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. New Barak's just too good of a spot.
Well, not just that, as Osmanthus plays a lot of new Barak.
That very well may be.
There he is. Next 2 picks coming out from Calf Knights, and it's slowly this season of NGS has shifted from, I think, first pick priority to map pick priority. After the nerfs to Johanna and Rhaegar, it wasn't so much I have to ban out Joe and Ray versus let me last pick. So we are going to get a Diablo Greymane. So we're going to see an all-in with the Blaze follow-up or Diablo follow-up with Greymane Felipe. Perhaps going for the throat.
It's not looking good for Vikings.
Well, let's see.
Kind of curious if a Tychus comes out.
Tychus could come out. You go Brightwing Tychus. That's a hard counter against... and we're not. We're going to see a Deathwing and Leoric. This looks like a 2 heroes, 1 fountain draft, Panda.
It does, but see, we normally don't get the Leoric with it, so they're going easy bake oven.
Well, let's look at this. They have 2 globals. They got Deathwing and Brightwing. Could be anywhere on the map with vision.
Yeah, with vision. I mean, Deathwing global is a little bit of a ghetto global, right? Because you've got to get out of combat, Z, and then you got to wait for your land time.
And we are going to see Gray Color pick up Sylvanas. All right, Panda, which draft do you like the most? We got a really good draft here, and I'm actually going to do a Twitch prediction. Who wins game 1, Calf Knights or Vendetta? You guys have 2 minutes to figure that out. But
Danny, I don't know whose draft I like better because I don't. The Deathwing and the Greymane. I mean, I don't think you're going to see go for the throat now. You're going to see Bullet, and that Bullet just gets ripped on cooldown on Deathwing.
Yeah, we're gonna see Bullet on a Deathwing easily. But we
that makes a sad dragon.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Junkrat and Johanna can stall for quite a while on the cursed, which leaves Brightwing and Deathwing able to soak other lanes. So it should be interesting to see kind of what the strategy is coming out from Vendetta for game 1.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, but on the same token, they're not super good pushers, either one, so they're just going to kind of clear the minions. It's going to be mostly minion damage, just kind of running into towers and stuff. It'll take stuff down, but it's going to take a little while.
Another thing to remember here, Panda, it's playoffs. And sometimes people get nervous during playoff season.
People do shit the bed.
Yep. So
100%.
I've seen a first seed lose to an A seed in Div V.
You know what?
On the blue side, we've got Archon Blaze, Lovedart Lucio, Felipe on Greymane, Great Color Sylvanas, and Osmanthius as Diablo. And Panda, do you want to tell us our red team before you tell us our story?
Sure. We've got SCH on Junkrat, Joxerus on Johanna, Indigo Zap on Leoric, Zalgo Jack, #1 on Deathwing, and Daniel San on Brightwing.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I don't need to tell the story. I think people should not have their girlfriends playing for them in the
wound
playoffs.
is fresh, but we do see the blue team here, Caffeinated Knights, make a weird rotation here.
Are they going for a cheese rotation?
Here's the thing about Caffeinated Knights. They like to invade enemy merc camps. We do see 4 members on the bot side here.
I mean, it's good to be aggressive, but the one thing that the red team has going if they get invaded is they have Deathwing, who's really hard to move off of stuff.
SCH almost got Felipe over that wall. Meanwhile, we have Leoric topside getting all that soak. Blaze is going to make his way up there. I'm not sure if he's missed any XP just yet. Looks like he's going to pick up the XP. I'm not sure if they turned into smaller XP globes or what.
I don't think they did. I think if the Leoric would have rotated on their side and kind of slowed him down, he could have maybe got a benefit out of it, but nope.
And picks coming out here for level 1 talents, nothing too crazy.
Asian Renewal. It's funny. I keep seeing that in these NGS games, and to me, I don't understand why.
Well, you can always DM them. We do have an engage here on Geo, but it's just going to be a Q into Johanna. We do have the Greymane and Lovedart getting the hard camp with... Looks like Junkrat is going to rotate and start his hard camp. No. Yes, he is going to start the hard camp. But we will have this hard camp pushing here mid, but we do have Deathwing to breathe on it to get some clear here. Gray Color putting some incremental damage into the Deathwing. Level 4 is online for both these teams now. Hard camp is secured. And honestly, that hard camp being grabbed a little bit later than the Vendetta side is going to work into the favor of Vendetta.
It is, but, I mean, same can be said for the...
We do see rotation here topside with Felipe onto Leoric. Indigo Zach does have his E to get away, so he's fine. But meanwhile, we do have this red hard camp pushing mid lane with just Diablo there to help out. And it's 3v1 here. He's being a little aggressive, but Felipe is there now to help clear out this mid camp. Polly on the Diablo, boot from Junkrat. And this hard camp is to get more value than a hard camp that pushed for Caffeinated Knights. Meanwhile, the objective's up in 20 seconds. We do have 2 members of the Calf Knights bottom lane. We hear Zago Jack defending. And Calf Knights are going to lose the entire mid wall here. So much better return on investment on that objective phase. Indigo Zap getting a little bit low, has to back out a little bit. And I'm not sure if we're going to see the bruisers or the solo lanes rotate to counter this objective. So it will be a 4v4 for the meantime. But with Felipe mid, Zago Jack is going to get delayed here. He's just going to back off. Okay, we have all the members for at least 4 of the members of 4v4 bottom side here. Let me lose that talent pick here. And the first objective does go over to the side of Vendetta. Zago Jack picking up that XP, bribing Z onto him. Level 7s are online. And I think one of the thing that Vendetta did with here that was smart is they drafted a Deathwing because they sort of knew how aggressive Calf Knights plays. And it is extremely hard to invade in on an enemy team's Merc camp if you got a Deathwing. But we are going to see a rotation here onto Leoric, under the tower. And first blood will go over the side of Caffeinated Knights. Counter kill though onto Felipe. It's one for one. Good stun from Deathwing here, Panda.
It was indeed, and this is going to be good for the Vendetta team on this objective, right?
We have, no gray main. 3 more seconds. Channels up. Let's see. We're going to see Geo and Indigo sort of zone for their teams. And with that, with Junkrat, we have two curse points to 0 so far. Game's early.
Yeah, but I mean, look at what Cap Knight's doing. You can tell their eyes are on the prize on top lane, right?
Yep.
They got a little bit of trouble because down 2-0. That's usually potentially a free boss depending on where the next couple tributes spawn.
I think the Knights are just waiting for 10. Once 10 hits, they're gonna have a much easier time. And I have to guess that Osmantheus goes breath. Yeah, he's sort of building that breath build right now. Condemn out onto Love Dart from Johanna. Zago Jack just breathing on things. And this third curse will spawn in an advantage position for Caffeinated Knights.
Yeah, Danny, look down at the bottom boss.
Yeah, I am looking here. Arc and Fleep are on this. Indigo Zap, I'm not sure if he's going to scout this out.
Oh.
Looks like not.
Problem is, they may give
Indigo sees it. Indigo sees it. And Felipe is getting a little low. Oh, big Entomb coming out. Felipe is really low. Polymorph. That's a stolen boss. Breath comes out. I'm not sure how long Osmantheus can deal with this though. With Junkrat there, the boop. Even more problems. Falling Sword from Johanna. That's a dead Diablo. Wow. Wow. We are going to hear some yells in the Love Dart Twitch.
I almost actually want to go turn that stream on.
So that was a boss still coming out from Vendetta, and this will be an easy bottom camp. But we are getting some counter push on top side from Grey Color into the top fort. So smart play from Grey Color. Let's see if Grey can get out of this. Should be fine. Oh, we had the...
He's
baited that out, but Grey's in trouble for a while. Polymorph on Sylvanas. That's a dead Sylvanas. Objectives up. We are going to see... This will be a cursed objective captured.
Yeah.
Because they're going to give this up, and the bosses continue to push bottom side.
Yeah, unfortunately, Danny, I think, they get the top fort, but they're probably going to lose their top fort, and they're probably going to lose mid off this curse.
You see Blaze floating mid to bot. But going over those level 10 talents, because they were so crazy going on. Riptire's coming out, Falling Sword, and Tomb, as we saw. Bellowing Roar, and then Blink Heal coming out from Brightwing. But really, so far, these first 7 minutes has been all Vendetta.
Yeah,
I think that
they're spanking them.
they're spanking them. Yeah, game's still early. We do have a stun there onto Great Color.
You know, Danny, I gotta admit, I mean, there's 20 seconds left, so there might not be enough time for it, but if they would have pushed that mid down a little faster, I think they could just get their boss for free. I mean, they might
Well,
still
let's
be able
see
to.
what they do here. If we see rotation, I'm not sure if they're going to go for it.
I mean, I think it's risky now.
It's a little too risky. They do have 13s. They're going to grab their hard camp and perhaps look to bait out a boss.
I mean, again, they've got Deathwing, right?
They have Deathwing, level 13 advantage. They have Riptire. They have Falling Sword. They got a lot of stuff here. We have Stun Lane onto Diablo. All the R's are available. We get a big Entomb from Leoric. Entomb misses. Stun goes out into Joanna, but she had her trade available. I heard a bullet somewhere.
It hit Deathwing.
Bellowing Roar hits nobody, unfortunately, for Vendetta. And this is a pretty good disengage from Caffeinated Knights, as Vendetta blew two ults with nothing to show for it.
You know what they have, Danny? They have the camaraderie.
They have friendship.
All right, well, looks like we're going to get round 2 of Fake Out the Boss,
As
right?
they bait it out. Let's see, but there's no Entomb available, so it's a little bit different. And all the ults are available for Caffeinated Knights. Entomb is back up. We do have Falling Sword. That's kill onto Lucio. They're looking for Diablo. Condemn does land, slows him down a little bit. Followed up with Leoric Qs. And Osmanthus is able to Q a minion to get away. And we should see a rotation from Vendetta onto this top boss. Blaze is going to push bottom side here and try to get some structure damage.
He should be able to after this next wave hits, right? Should be able to get that whole front wall.
And this next objective should pop any moment. We are going to see Caff Knights push mid here. They are probably going to guess that Vendetta is doing this boss, and they're correct.
I mean, they're doing all the right things after they kind of have some bad luck, right?
Gio might be in a bad position here. He went a little too deep in. He's using the Falling Sword to get away. So that ult is down, but that's okay as they secured that top boss objective up in 5 seconds here. Let's see what they do with this. They've got a boss pushing topside. Do they contest this or do they go? Love Dart's channeling. I'm not sure if he can get out. He needs to secure this. Wow, that's really good for Caff Knights.
Yep. Yeah, then they'll pretty much get a free boss clear on top.
Do you have Arc sort of caught in the middle of no good? Forcing that bunker out. And that's a dead Blaze.
Don't want to be in their team comp
7
right now,
kills
Danny.
to 1. It's getting a little froggy, as Hit the J says. They're going to breathe in this. Look, but Diablo is there. I'm not sure if they want to contest this. Level 16 advantage. Big Entomb onto Diablo. Polymorph. Oh, that boop was not a good boop, though, from Junkrat. Hate to be in those team comms.
Yeah, you know, the other thing that's kind of going south on Vendetta, too, is the Deathwing is kind of using the energy up on the breath before the Entomb's coming out.
Yep. Next objective is available in 8 seconds, and this would be a curse for Caff Knights. I believe they're going to give this, as they have to clear out some lanes here mid. Bots pushed in a little bit. Yeah, Lyric's channeling. This will be a give from Caff Knights, and they're going to look at this bottom boss. And Love Dart is trying to slow rotations here. We are going to have the right wing look, but this boss will go over to the side of Caffeinated Knights. Oh, and that dragon's in there, and it might have been a bad spot to fall down. Bellowing Roar comes out, hits on the Blaze. Not sure if it's enough. And the kill is confirmed from Sylvanas onto Deathwing. Falling Sword out of that team fight. I'm not sure if he's got his trade available. Oof. Gio able to get out of there just in time. Oh, and a big boop from Junkrat to knock Diablo over that wall. big Q onto Indigo to get out of that. Bunker is up. I'm not sure if Oz can channel into that bunker though. But meanwhile, that boss is just hitting that structure and making positioning harder for Vendetta. Osmantheus will port back. Should be back in time for this next objective. But meanwhile, this middle lane is pretty fat for Caffeinated Knights as it pushes into this middle keep wall. Curious to see if they send someone to take care of that, or if it's a give. Level 18 to 17, same talent tier. Condemn onto Diablo. Geo traits away. Deathwing falls. It's a 5v5 here, Panda. Oh, big stun on Diablo. Junkrat's in trouble here. SCH trying to get out of there. The boop him off that falling sword. Makes him unstoppable. Diablo at about 5% health, 600 health. Uses the bunker to get away. That's a kill onto Deathwing, though. That's 2-0. 2 for 1. Diablo low. Felipe is going all in onto Leoric. Wants some more. And this will be a give, or can Geo stall this? No.
No.
No, and he might have killed himself, unfortunately. Oh, trait. I don't think he gets out of this.
Nope.
And it might be both a Johanna and a Brightwing kill.
It might be all of them.
This might be trouble.
This might be game.
That's 4 players down for Vendetta, as the Knights are pushing mid here with a pretty healthy wave. Top side pretty healthy. This might be 2 keeps.
I mean, I'm
Gauge onto Leoric.
I'm surprised they didn't just go straight core right there.
Well, they got to get 1 keep down, Panda. And
I thought they had taken the bot.
Felipe does secure the kill onto Leoric.
I'm sorry, I wasn't even looking at the bot. I thought they had taken that.
So 2 keeps down so far, with 2 players up in 13 seconds. Curse is still online for 6 more seconds, and this looks like a core call coming out from Calf Knights. Here comes a bomb looking for somebody. Port 44% and falling quickly. 12%, 8%, and game 1 will go over to the Caffeinated Knights. A big turn of events there.
Someone called a turn of events. Someone called a massive throw.
Yeah, that was all Vendetta most of that game.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they had them by the balls. I mean, I will say this, Caffeinated Knights was really good when things weren't going their way, of just going and taking a fort. And that kind of set the stage for that.
Yep, you are correct, sir. You are correct, sir.
But I gotta tell you, that Deathwing landing over by that boss after it went was pretty sketchy.
Yeah, it wasn't a good look for Vendetta at that end there.
No, that kind of started all the dominoes falling down. And you know, the other thing too, the Entombs were really good that game, but the kind of the coordination that should be following that up wasn't there. What do you think happens now, Danny?
Well, you know,
where do they go? Where do they go?
Well, let's go back into my map screen here. Let's figure this out here. That was won by Caffeinated Knights. I have to assume. Let's go to where map bans and all that fun stuff here. Let's see what's available. What's online for our friends Vendetta, and what's available for Caffeinated Knights. So I do know that Vendetta likes to play Volskaya. Now, I would venture to guess that Vendetta takes the map pick and takes us to Volskaya Foundry.
Think so.
But I do know that Calf Knights knows this and has been practicing on that map. And I do know that the Knights like to steal away camps. So and with Volskaya being a heavy toy map with the turrets and the heal, should be interesting to see here.
I'm kind of curious if we're gonna see a what bands were mapped? I wasn't part of that.
Well, let's go with what's available. So Alterac up, Braxis is up, Tomb is up, Sky and Volskaya, and we're going to Volskaya. We're going to Volskaya.
Danny, you are.
But here's what's more interesting, Panda. This is not a Vendetta pick. This is a map pick coming from CAF Knights.
So they took first pick.
Vendetta took first pick. Let me get you into this lobby. Vendetta took first pick, and the Knights are taking us to Volskaya. This is interesting.
Well, Danny, I feel like Vendetta upgraded with us on their roster now.
A little bit.
I mean, I know not to land in the middle of a team after the boss is already gone.
True. Why? Okay, we are moving around a little bit here. I am now the captain of Vendetta.
I feel like that's fitting.
That's fitting. All right, game number 2. We are going to Volskaya. We are good here. Let's let these people know that we're ready. What? I need to update I always do this. If you don't push this button, as you say, it doesn't actually do the score unless you.
You know what else you should do in all that stuff? You should tag your co-caster who is not up for co-caster of the year.
Listen, you're the co-caster of the year for everybody.
Yeah, I am not on that list, all because of you.
I apologize.
It was a betrayal of trust.
I don't know how to do it.
Not knowing is not an excuse, Danny.
This is true. I apologize.
I accept your apology. We're still cool.
I'm not sure if you get anything for being co-caster of the year, besides like, we had somebody leave the lobby.
Really?
We got to call the head fake.
Maybe it was nerves.
I think it was. What are they saying?
Are they gonna tell you it was nerves?
Well, no, I'm looking at the chat here. Oh, Gio said not ready. I see. They weren't ready. Vendetta wasn't ready, and the Knights started the draft. So it wasn't nerves. It was they weren't ready. You might have somebody like use the restroom or get some water, and you definitely don't want to start the draft. If that's the case.
Do you think in like other sports, not that this is really a sport, but in other competitive things, that would be like a foul on them? You know, like a yellow card, and if they did that one more time, they have to.
You know what? I mean, you only get 2 pauses in game, right?
Does this count as a pause?
It's not a pause. They weren't ready. It's not a pause. But in the game, you only get 2 pauses. After that, you're getting no more pauses.
Is that for the series or for each game?
It's for each game. And I believe the maximum amount of pause time is like 15 minutes. So if this happened to my team a couple seasons ago. We were in like a semifinal playoff match, and someone lost power, and it was like was going to take more than 15 minutes. And I believe it was like 2. It was 2-2, and our choice was to play with a bot. So it was not a good game 5 for us.
Yeah, but Danny.
Yeah.
You have the story to tell.
It's a good story to tell, but not good if it happened to you.
I mean, normally you're pretty okay with losing. You're a pretty even-keeled guy.
You know what? I'm okay with just the experience of losing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you never get upset about it.
I never get upset. I send like thank you cards to the team that beat us, or ask for a timer.
I think next season in NGS, I'm going to use these 2 pauses per game every game, no matter what.
I mean, I guess if it's in the rules, it's in the rules. Might not be good sportsmanship to just pause the game and get some water. I guess you could do it.
I mean, maybe I'm allowing them to rest and recuperate, maybe stretch.
Well, I mean, the problem with pauses is this: you pause the game, you can sort of reassess what's happening in game, look at cooldowns, what you have up for cooldowns versus what you think the other team has up, and then if you're a little mischievous, you can tune into the Twitch channel and tell the team like, okay, they've got 30 something seconds on this cooldown and 40 on this. Let's engage, because you don't know. Sometimes you just don't know how many ultimates are up for the other team. So I mean, I guess you can do it, but I don't see a lot of teams doing that. I mean, there was this huge discussion in the NGS Discord about, could a coach be in your lobby, your Discord lobby during the game, and it was like they can be in the lobby during draft, but they can't be in during game, because the coach could essentially keep track of all the cooldowns that are being used and say, all right, this player has this ability at like this time, this player has this ability this time. This is when we should engage. It's sort of like it's 6v5 versus a 5v5.
Danny, let's not kid ourselves. Most of these teams have those people in their Discords.
That's not true. That's not true.
I would wager you a good chunk of those teams that have coaches.
Well, I could tell you that my coach, we don't have that person. It's 5v5, and it's typically all of us saying, I saw this person use this ult. It'll be up in 40 seconds, and we're saying, all right, it's up at 12:40, or it's up at this time.
I think NGS should go a step further. I think they should add some more voice channels and make you use their
you have to use their voice channel. I mean,
be transparent.
Bring it up in the off-season discussions, like, hey, you can't use your personal Discord for your voice comms. You have to do it in Discord. But I think the problem that NGS has is there's not enough voice channels. Yeah, it's like, on a Thursday night, you could have 30 teams playing.
Yeah,
literally.
That's true, because I mean, I think historically in NGS, Wednesdays and Thursdays are only the busiest.
Wednesday and Thursday are the biggest. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's always the team that wants to play on Monday, which every team normally hates playing that team.
Yeah, and then you've got. Wait a minute, we've got. We have a sub. We have a sub in. Champ of Horde is gonna sub in here, and he's actually taking over for Daniel's son. Okay, so Champ of Horde is the normal tank for Vendetta. That is interesting. Champ of Horde is a really good player. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you ever ran into him in Storm League or played against him.
I have. I've actually pretty much run into the whole Vendetta team.
I think a lot of these players are from Latin America. I know Champ of Horde is. I know Geo is.
Yeah, I mean, I've run into a lot of the Caffeinated Night people too. So,
yeah. At Starbucks?
No, in the game.
Oh, in the game. All right, we are ready to go, big dog. Maybe. What is going on? Are we lobby? There we go. Okay, 1-0. It only took us 20 minutes to get into that from lobby to draft screen, which
Your
is
kind of cast, Danny.
My kind of cast. 1-0. We had Danielson drop for Champ of Horde. I'm not sure if Danielson was filling or what, but we're going to Volskaya. And I'm going to venture a guess of what the picks are going to be for the Knights. And we are on a 30-second delay. We're on once we get through these bands, I'll tell you what's gonna get picked.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was gonna say you can't say it a minute out.
I can't say it now, but I'll say it like in 30 seconds. All right, that's okay. It's not part of the puzzle. That's not part of the puzzle. I'm gonna guess we see a Falstead ban here again.
I don't know. I think they might take away something else, maybe.
Could get rid of Johanna. It looks.
I mean, it's not exactly like it's the greatest Falstad map.
And it's going to be a Sylvanas ban. Okay, so first pick over to Vendetta. Let's see what they grab. It will be the Blaze.
It's a good pick.
I'm gonna guess we see like a Stukov, a New Barak kind of build, kind of comp here.
I mean, if they pick the Stukov here,
They
going
don't
no
have
cleanse,
they don't have a cleanse. They know that. They know that.
and it's going early too.
Going early. Oh, it will be the Joe. Okay, I'm way off. So it's Leoric Johanna. Interesting.
Danny, do you think the Caffeinated Knights could try to pick everything that Vendetta played in previous game?
I mean, the heroes that Vendetta played in game 1 were pretty meta picks. I'm not sure.
I know, but I'm saying, could that not be the biggest just...
Biggest what?
Well, I don't want to say it.
It's not disrespectful. They're good players. And SCH will get his Falstad. And Geo's back on healing, which is his main role. He had to fill in his tank last game. I think the deciding factor here, Panda, game 2, is going to be Champ of Horde. Is he logging in cold and needs a warm-up, or is he warm and ready to go?
Oh, I think Champ of Horde was born to do this.
You think Champ of Horde? I mean, he's the Champ of the Horde.
Yeah, he's got this.
Tychus being taken off the board. I'm not sure if that's showing anything.
Oh, I think it is, and I think I know what they're doing.
What are they doing, Panda?
I think they're gonna do something dirty, Danny, and I think it's gonna be slightly disrespectful.
All right. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Felipe Kel'Thuzad or even a Felipe Zebo here. But let's see what the ban is. We'll beat the Stukov. Okay, so no Stukov available.
Well, unfortunately, Danny, I think you let him in on the secret.
Nah, well, they weren't. Yeah. The secret wasn't even available based off the Leo.
I think SCH is in your stream right now, listening to all your draft.
Let me look at my users in chat. Actually, he is. No, he's not.
Well, that's dirty.
Let's see here. Next 2 picks coming out from the Knights. We'll get Gray Color on Li Ming and Lucio on Love Dart.
Lots of sustain healing, cleanse, lots of poke damage with, I'm assuming, Calamity to follow it up.
Yeah. So what auto attacker are they going to go for here next? But last 2 picks coming out, Champ of Horde. What tank are we going to see? And what offlane do we get to see? No Diva available, no Leoric available. Actually, no, we're not going to tank. We're going to go another DPS player in a tank. Okay, we'll be Diablo and Vala. Okay.
I mean... Oh!
And it will be a Felipe, okay. It will be a Felipe Zul'jin.
Alright, so... I mean, lots of targets to stack off of, right, with Diablo and Blaze?
Plenty of targets to stack off of.
But... Zul'jin really doesn't start coming online until those stacks start getting up there.
All right, which one, Panda? Which draft you like the most?
I like Vendetta's draft because I think Diablo with Soul Shield can kind of give the finger to Ming and a little bit to Leoric. So they just need to watch the Zul'jin, and they've got a Blaze for, engages or secondary engages. Brightwing, Poly, Gust. I mean, I think that Vala should have a hell of a game.
Yeah. Well, let's jump into this. If this is it for the Knights, or we see a game 3 coming out from Vendetta.
Danny, I always feel bad. I never ask you. Whose draft did you like?
I think Felipe picking up Zul'jin is really smart, because with Blaze and Diablo, they want to be sort of frontline, and Zul'jin can just stack. Plus, they're on the point. You got the Condemn, you got the Falling Sword, but I think we do see a Blessed Shield coming out from Johanna. So I'm going to pick Calf Knights. On the left side, we got Arc on Leoric, Osmanthus on Johanna, Great Color on Li Ming, Love Dart on Lucio, and Felipe on the Zul'jin. On the red team, Panda?
SCH on Falstad, Zalgo Jack 1 on Blaze, Champ of Horde on Diablo, Indigo Zap on Vala, and Geoxerus on Brightwing.
It's Zago Jack 0-1, not 1. But yeah, close.
I can respect that.
5, 4, 3, 2.
And level 1's talents coming out. We see Line Build, Aether Walker from Li Ming, Do W build Vala, so not the auto attack build that you thought. And we have Gathering Storm on Falstad level 1. Dagglejack having to charge out of that. And I guess the question's going to be answered pretty quickly. Is Champa forward warm, or is he going in cold?
I think Champa forward's fine.
This is sort of a hard map to play the Diablo. The wall bangs are going to be harder to hit. We do see rotation here, topside, Indigo Zap, and SCH putting damage into Johanna. And that 1 minute mark is going to pop up in a moment. Knowing what Calf Knights like to do, let's see if we see rotation into this team. But they do have Vala out on a limb here. Get the poly from Zio Zeras. And that will be actually a kill onto Li Ming, follow-up kill of a Brightwing. 1 for 1 so far.
Man, not bad for Vendetta considering that.
Not bad. And
bad.
good Q onto Zul'jin. Champa forward not close enough to get that flip, and that will be a kill onto Diablo, going a little too aggro there.
He's just showing a little dominance.
He's showing his manhood. But XP is pretty even at the moment. And turrets are up. We do have Love Dart and Grey Color already grabbing their turrets. No one has rotated just yet for Vendetta. We do see Johanna and Felipe topside here.
All right. Danny, do we see the invade or do we see the heal camp?
We are looking like... Well,
looking like the invade?
Looking like the invade.
A little too slow.
A little too slow. Flip onto Leoric. And Geo and friends are going to start that camp here. And that is a kill onto the Vala as he stepped up a little too far.
By the way,
Diablo kind of went a different kind of build here. He went the Feast on Fear at 1 and then the Q at 4. So kind of aggro, stun, flip to get health back. See how it works out for him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little surprised with that build. But, I mean, he does have Blaze for a secondary engage, right?
He does. And Champa Ford might be in trouble here with Love Dart booping him back and Felipe just putting damage in there, forcing the Z from Brightwing onto Diablo. Channel is getting started by Vendetta. And as Felipe and Love Dart are going to clear out this top siege camp, let's see if we have an invade here onto this objective point. Not just yet.
You know, Danny, Felipe is just ripping through those stacks a little bit.
Yeah, he's at 14 stacks. That's pretty good at the 3.5 minute mark. And Diablo is a little bit low. This objective at 57%. But this first objective is not that powerful, but it does create some havoc, pressure on some walls. We are going to see an invade here, perhaps from Diablo. Is Felipe going to get flipped? Oh, maybe that lag is going to be a cause of the non-flip. As SCH will port back over time. Grey Color forces to drop out the turret at 140 health. Blinks. Oh, kill from Zagojack onto the Li Ming. Is Zagojack next? So, and the Brightwing will get the Z off onto Zavala, and his Arc next. Arc does go down. Kill onto Lucio. 3 for 0. But with those death timers being so short, the members of Calf Knights will be back in time. But they will lose a turret. And they could maybe look for something more. Maybe grab their own turret. They have time.
I mean, they've got 2 turrets, which is probably more than enough.
They have 2 turrets, but you know what's better than 2 turrets?
3.
3.
Yeah, they get some channel time. They got 2 turrets, and they're closer to 10 from Blaze.
It's
really.
a 2v4 here. Flip onto Johanna. And this could go over. Someone's got to get on the point.
Need to start using those turrets and pushing them off. I mean, I know they're really hoping for 10, but
Yep. And they're gonna get 10 momentarily. They're gonna get this mid camp, and it might give them just enough to get level 10s.
I think,
And Vendetta is
they're-
gonna back off. A
they're-
big Q onto Li Ming. Flip polymorph. Breath coming out onto Li Ming. I'm not sure. Yeah, secure the kill onto the to the mage. So she does go down, and this first objective will go over to the side of Vendetta. Now, where do they take this thing? Who's gonna jump? Who's gonna go in it? So it'll be Diablo,
I think they should take a bot.
Diablo,
It's
and
always-
who? Diablo and Blaze, Diablo and Vala.
I think Diablo's looking for a friend right now.
Diablo has no friends.
Taking control of our
Okay, so I like what they're doing. They send the robot top, and then they send everybody else bot, right?
Yep.
Because somebody has to deal with the robot, and they should get free push down there.
Yep. And they will get this bottom wall as the robot is just sort of running away. And here's the problem with Zul Jin. He could just auto attack the objective, but it looks like we are seeing rotation from Zul Jin bottom side. And it will be a 4-on-4 in a moment, but it'll be a 4-on-4.
Not bad though. They get the front wall.
Oh, Blaze
They need to get out of there,
propulsion just missed.
and they get the top wall.
Yeah.
And in that whole thing, Zul'jin only got 2 stacks after following the robot and coming back down.
Well, it's not over yet. Entomb does land. Flip. We are going to get a Z from the Brightwing. Polymorph will land. Big gust from Falstad. They have 2 turrets still. Plus the shield goes out. That will be a dead Diablo. Dead. No, wait. Maybe? No. Bunker's out. Oh, big kill. 1 for 1, but Diablo is back up in 20 seconds. Repulsion just missed on Zalgo. Big plays there, Panda. Big plays.
I mean, that's the security blanket of having a Blaze, right?
But
you get a secondary
Panda,
stun.
through all of
and
that,
you get,
they never dropped a turret. So they're going to go into the second objective with 2 turrets and a heal ward. And
actually, they're going to go get theirs now.
well, I'm not sure if they want to do this. Get level 13, then maybe go for it.
Yeah, I mean, Falstad's got
Propulsion
13 for him.
out. Yeah. Our blue team will try to get 13 as fast as they can. Only one without a weapon here is, well, I guess Geo and Diablo don't have weapons, but yeah, everyone.
I think Diablo's going to get one. Maybe.
Yeah, Diablo will get a turret.
Nope.
Geo's like, no, I'm gonna get one. Diablo, you stay top. We do see an invade here onto the siege camp. How many W stacks does Vala have? Vala is at 36 stacks, so she's good.
It's not bad. Falstad's at 45, so that's kind of middle of the road by this level.
It's called scaling, Panda. They're scaling.
I mean, yeah, they are, but I think by this point, especially with kind of how many little brawls they've had, you'd like to see that probably up at like 70, 80.
Q onto Lucio, followed up with the E. Oh, and that Blaze just missed his propulsion. That would have been a Lucio kill if that E landed for Blaze, but I'm not sure if he's at a range or just missed it altogether.
It's no breath for a little while.
70 seconds. We'll be up for this next objective, though.
I'm starting up an exit terminal.
Looks like we see rotation here onto SCH. Get away. Condemn from the Johanna. Uses her trait. I mean, at this level of play, Panda, everyone is saying, like, Falstad E down, Johanna trait down, Vault down for Vault. All these abilities are being called out, and they do take advantage of these down abilities.
Yeah, 100%.
Blessed Shield onto Li Ming. That will be a missing turret. They do still weapon away for Caffeine Knights. which is maybe what they needed to get back into this game. But meanwhile, we have SCH pushing bot. Captain Knights will respond as they push this top fort down.
Kind of a little unfortunate there, right? Like half of them kind of split off.
Yeah, it was a good engage from Johanna.
It was a great engage.
In that bush, yeah.
Great engage, but I mean, if you're Vala without your Diablo, don't go near a bush. Bad.
Hey, everyone makes mistakes, even these players.
Yeah, but you know what? It's playoffs.
It is
you make
playoffs.
mistakes in the playoffs gets you sent home real fast.
Both turrets are up. I wouldn't be surprised if we see these. Oh, and we're going to see the blue team, the Calf Knights, perhaps look at this turret here. Oh, and Snare just missed onto the Vala, and the Calf Knights are going to look at this turret here. Oh, Zago will drop the bunker. Drops a heal ward. Big gust out from Falstad. That will be a kill on Johanna. And that invade might cause trouble for Caffeinated Knights. They have one down so far. And it looks like the rest of the Knights are going to get out, with Johanna being down for another 29 seconds. I would like to see the red team take this bottom fort, secure it. Oh, big engage from Diablo. Nothing will come of it. But let's see if we see the red team still away this next, which would give them 4 turrets. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're playing not to use turrets at all. Maybe that's the plan.
You know, it could be Gilly Shark Bingo, right? See if you can get 5 turrets and finish the game.
Oh, there. But the blue team, the Calf Knights, will grab this heal ward.
Paula's going to grab the camp.
I would like to see somebody with the Vala, knowing how aggressive the Knights are in invades. Diablo, you might be in trouble if they find you.
Yeah, I think if I'm Diablo, I want out of there.
Get the fuck out. And Snare just missed from Zul'jin. Flip on Johanna. Bunker's out. Oh, and Tomb is down. That's a dead Diablo, and I don't think he got the turret down in time. They steal the turret away. Not good.
Maybe that's what they're doing, Danny. They're collecting turrets to give them to their friends.
Yeah, they want to share the love of turrets. Oof, not good.
Yeah, I mean Diablo's back, but
Diablo is back, but he's back with like 32 souls, so less of a Diablo than he was before. But we do have 3 turrets available right now versus 1 and a heal ward. Let's see if we use one.
Oh, and Z already gets...
And there's one turret down, but they blow through that turret pretty quickly. Engage onto Li Ming. And Snare from the Zul'jin does land. The Diablo drops the breath on the Knights. They're forcing to back away. That's 1 turret down, 1 still left. And Diablo is moving forward still. Does not want to back away. Wants to continue the engage. And Tomb does land. Flip onto Leoric. Finish out the Diablo quest. And the Knights are a little bit low, forcing that camp out. That would be a dead Falstad. Geozaris holding on to that ward, drops it. That's 2 down for the Vendetta team. And this next objective should go over to Caffeinated Knights once they finish up this team fight. Oh, but Zul'jin does go down.
Zul'jin goes down.
3 for 1 so far. Champ before just flipping. But he will finally drop to the Knights.
Okay.
So objective 2, bot lane is where we're going to end. But we are going to have this next objective go over to the Knights, and they're going to secure top fort, probably go mid, get that figured out, and then do as much damage to that bottom fort as possible. I mean, so Love Dart's in there.
I think they should go keep right here, because if they try to walk it mid and bot, they're giving them time to come back up.
They're going keep top. These death timers are not that long, so let's see what value they get. I'm not sure if this is more valuable or just doing some securing that middle for it. Typically, we don't see these teams end topside.
No, I agree, but I mean, you know, normally it's bot, right? And the third objective is normally kind of the pivotal one.
Yeah, but remember, the blue team doesn't have a fort. And typically teams end on that third objective. Well, let's see how it plays out.
They got the front wall.
And they have level 20. They have level 20.
And they can still go down there. Or not. I mean, I think they want this thing to suicide, right?
Well, they might look for a pick here. The retreat is being called out. Champion forward queued in a little too aggressive there. We are going to get the siege camp stolen away by the Knights. Blaze bot side. And it looks like the blue team is looking for this top keep to go down.
They get it.
They do get it pretty easily.
But Vendetta got another turret.
Did Vendetta get another turret? Oh, Zagojack?
What's the over-under of that turret actually staying with that team?
What's the over-under of them giving it to the Knights? Who knows? But meanwhile, the Knights will get another heal ward. Level
Danny,
20s are online for both these teams. Yeah.
I gotta ask you as a tank player. Diablo going kind of the full charge overpower build, right? Like literally the complete. What do you think about that?
Well, I would have thought with the Q build he would have gone more the he's kind of he went diabolical momentum at 7-2. Well, let's look at this fight. We do have the big gust from Falstad. Turret gets stolen away. Silence turret. Silence entomb. Turrets not used just yet, and Diablo Hellgate's away out of that fight, and no turrets dropped by Vendetta, but we do see a heal ward being dropped. It's a different build, but we can talk about it after the game. But meanwhile, we have the Knights. We'll get this bottom port wall easily. And I know the Knights want to do as much damage as possible onto this bottom port, as right now Vendetta has a well available. Falstad topside, clearing out waves. Constant catapult pressure top is not making life easy for Vendetta.
But they need to hang on to this bot fort if they can. This is super important.
Now Gust is up, so it should be interesting to see.
Yeah, the other thing too, I think that would really help them would be to press the F button.
The F button here is not being used very often.
No, and the other thing that I think could greatly help them would be maybe more of an offensive gust. The gusts have had to be defensive, and they've been good.
That defensive gust. Oh, hold on, look at Champion Horde here. Lots of shields available. Entomb again on Diablo. Silence Entomb. Gust again. That's more defensive. It's in that bunker. Unfortunately, Gust had to be used again as in a defensive way versus offensive, but that's sort of one of the cool tools of the Gust is you can Gust teams away.
Yeah, but I mean they're trading cooldowns, right? I mean
they are
Gust
trading
is a short
cooldowns.
one. Entomb is a short cooldown. Bunker.
Here, look at Ark here. Ark's sharking for something here. Wrath comes out from Diablo. We do see Disengage coming out from Vendetta. They do drop a turret finally. Hellgate onto Leoric, and not close enough to get the flip onto Leoric. They do get that turret. Objective is up. Oh, Diablo, you're so far up. There's no gust for you. Oh, there is a gust for you.
There is a gust.
There's a gust.
All right, so we're trading.
They drop a turret and a gust because Diablo doesn't see its 4v1 here. And right now Knights are looking at this middle keep. They're going to disengage as Falstad's having to clear out this top wave. Knights grab another heal ward.
think that they need to get their top camp just to relieve some pressure on that lane.
Well, look at bot here. I mean, we've got 2 catapults in this. Arc had to go down here and clear that up. Oh, invisible friends on Diablo makes things life scary for Vendetta here. And Champ of Horde is champ of being aggressive. Oh, big Q onto Johanna, flip, polymorph. Stun didn't land in time as the trait was available. Breath comes out from Diablo, big gust.
Oh, but he got in the bunker.
Yeah, he was a little worried about that engage as his health was at 50%. But Diablo, again, he's a man on the island all alone. Hellgates, unfortunately, doesn't hit anything. And Champ 4 drops a turret, and that's a dead Diablo as he responds in 3 seconds with 25 souls. Good oil from Blaze to slow the enemy team. As we do see a catapult and the siege camp pushing topside here. And Felipe and friends will be able to secure this bottom fort, I believe. Yeah, it's just too much pressure on the Diablo to step up. Oh, ensnare to Diablo. Might be throwing here. Forcing the polymorph. Blink from Brightwing. And Champ forward able to save off that bottom fort.
Oh. Blaze did not want to get entombed there.
And the bottom fort will go down. Objective still available bot side here. Looking at turrets. Gust is available one more time. There's the Gust. Can they do something with it? Arc's getting low. They do get the kill onto Leoric. That will be a 1-for-0 for Vendetta. As this might be the first time in a long time that the Vendetta team has some breathing room.
Yeah. But look at what happens to Caffeinated Knights, right? Something bad happens, and they try to go make something good happen.
Yep. So another siege camp will be stolen away by the Knights. Oh, Horde again is a little too far up. Hellgate flip. Volstagg goes down. Leoric is still down, and Vol. So it's a 2-for-0, 3-for-0, and this is going to be game number 2, Panda, going over to the Caffeinated Knights as they get themselves out of the quarterfinals and into semifinals.
You know, Champ of Horde is my hero, though. I mean, he goes for it,
He
right?
has the biggest balls of anyone I've ever met. Just 25 souls, no problem, I'm there. And game 2, Guz does go over to Caffeinated Knights and the victory as they punch their ticket to the semis.
Soul Shield. Would have been nice.
Soul Shield would have been nice. Well, let's look at this match summary here, Panda. But fun game.
Yeah.
Let me message Arc. See if they want to do an interview, and if so, let's jump over to the NGS lobby, Panda. I'll be in lobby 2.
All right, I'm going to be pondering troll questions to ask.
Oh, actually, lobby 2 is full. Let's go to lobby 3.
We could go to lobby 2. Let's join some.
Let's not join them.
You don't want to make new friends in lobby 2, Danny?
Nah, we're good. All right, Panda. We're just waiting to see who they send over from the Knights.
Not gonna lie, Danny. I kind of want to talk to Champ of Horde.
You want to do a losers interview? It doesn't go well too often.
I think it's more. I just want to see what's in that brain that just makes the aggression. And honestly, I think there was hatred on of that game, right?
Yeah. Osmantheus, welcome to the lobby. We're joined by Ozzy and Grey Color.
Hello.
Congrats.
Hello.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Hello. How did you guys feel tonight?
Vendetta put up a really good fight. Like, both of those games felt like, yeah, they definitely could have taken the win.
Yeah, Cursed Hollow, there was a little bit of, I would call it throwing on the side of Vendetta.
I mean, there was also a little bit of what I would like to call ambition on our side.
Yeah,
So,
that
taking a
boss still, yeah.
a little bit early.
A little early, but you guys got the win there, and then Volskaya was kind of back and forth. But unfortunately for Vendetta, they stopped using their F button stopped working, and they were not dropping turrets or dropping heal wards, as they kept giving you turrets to use against them. But
I only saw that happen like twice.
I
think they dropped a lot of turrets to get more turrets, and I'll be honest with you, that's
fine.
Yeah, not really a winning strategy. It's like it's a neutral play that you took extra risk for.
Yeah.
Something you give to your opponents.
Yeah.
Wait. Yes.
Yes, but well, congratulations, you guys 2-0'd Vendetta, which means you'll either play Imagine or Team Happy Cloud in the next round.
THC.
Is there a team that you would rather play versus the other team?
Every match is fucking scary, man. I don't know.
Every
I
match.
don't scout. I don't know
scary.
people. I'm just here to play.
All right.
Yeah, Gray is the embodiment of I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is that I must kill.
What? He's asking what hero do I pick? And okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Similar.
Half the time, the answer is Li Ming.
Half the time is I've scouted your team. That's not actually true. But congratulations, Panda. Any questions for the Knights?
You know, I was trying to think of something trolly. I think I did enough of it during the cast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, I do have a question. Were you guys nicer to Ark this series?
I don't remember.
There's concerns about Ark's mental health.
It depends. I've been a bit awful to him at times. This series, I think, yeah, for the most part. There was none of that, me going off the rails like a maniac, so.
All right.
I remember
That's good to know.
there's like just Arc go lane. This happens a lot. And it's like just which lane you should be in, and that's a lot of comms.
Poor Ark.
I mean,
Man.
Arc getting banished to the off lane, it isn't as bad as it sounds, because, if you're planning a strategy in real time, you do need to make sure that your offlaner is close to you need them to be
you
close.
typically put your best player in the off lane, right, Panda?
Yeah, I mean,
100%. The all-star goes to the off lane.
Yeah. I think all rules have a lot of decision-making involved. Offlane is definitely one of the ones that requires a lot of independent thinking.
Yeah.
And I think for the most part
don't
Arc's
give it to
totally
him.
fine.
Good.
Sorry, what? What was that, Gray?
No comment from Gray. All right. Any shout-outs for your team, Ozzy or Gray?
Well, shout out to Gloxus for also liking World Trigger. And honestly, just the shout out in general to Vendetta for giving us a match that kept us on our feet.
I'm very thankful to Felipe to do damage.
You're thankful to Felipe. All right.
Yes. He allowed us to delete Deathwing from the first match, and then the second match he enabled me on Ming.
Yeah.
Because I do remember on Cursed Hollow, at one point they were like really low. I was like away for a bit, and then we kind of won the fight because of that. It was like when Orc got caught bottom side, like second last fight or something, I think. Yeah.
You don't mean the time that I got bombed into the bot side lane and then got bombed into their towers?
What?
Like,
I feel like
that junk.
It was like
I
a
don't know.
Orcus.
Yeah, I don't know. That Junkrat put me in a lot of situations where I was like, how am I going to get out of this one? So, it was definitely a pretty intense Diablo game.
Well, congratulations, boys. I'll try to watch your next round next week. Congrats.
And I'll do the same for you guys.
All right. Good luck.
With the best of luck.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Cheers.
Cheers. Panda, we did it again.
Well, but I
you-
won't get credit for
you,
it, Danny. 'Cause
you will get 0 credit for this. Tell you what, I will send you all of the revenue that I generate off this cast.
so I'm gonna get.
You're going to get about 5 bits, which comes out to about a penny.
Do I have to tip you those 5 bits to get the 5 bits?
Yeah, you actually do. Yeah,
Well,
but
you know,
actually, I
know-
lose money here in this transaction
There are
because
some
Bezos
people.
gets his cut.
There are some people in NGS who stream who enjoy my bits. I mean, I think Slexia is still thankful for my birthday gift to her.
Look, everyone's thankful for free bits.
I mean, not wrong.
Well, Panda, we did it again. We successfully casted a game that you will not get credit for.
It's okay. I am the people's
You are the
caster.
you are the
people's caster
people's MVP co-caster.
champion.
Yes, champ.
People's-
You are now the champ of casters. You should make a Smurf
Co-casters.
champ of co-casters. All right, Panda. Well, that was enough of us tonight. You guys have a good rest of your night and stay healthy and be safe.
All right, let's go do a hot tub stream.
Awesome. Let's go.